Hello, everybody. This is Christian and Abby here. Are you prepared to learn something new today? Yes, should be the answer. All right, guys. This is our second lesson today, and I believe you guys learned about something new last time. So in today's lesson, we are going to teach how to use free space using CSS HTML item. And the requirement is a bit of Cognos skill there. Right, let's you know what is free spans, Abby?
Yeah, I
Oh,
know
you know
that.
that. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. But
that
for some of the user, they might not know it. So let us just show it. So
sure.
this is an example of free spans, where you can actually freeze the header. So when we run the report, people can just scroll to the data, and then the header stays at the top.
Yeah, this is so easy to do in Excel, isn't it?
Yes,
And most of the user expect this functionality.
absolutely.
Yeah,
But we hate Excel, we love Cognos.
yeah.
So we're gonna show you how to use these exactly the same features in Cognos. All right, are you guys ready to learn? I hope the answer is yes. Just to save some time, we have created the list rather than us taking you through to the list, creating the list. I believe you guys all know about it. All right, so this is the list that we have created before. Basically, it's coming from the package Go Sales Query, but you can use any package. Just drop a few data items there, and you should get a list. All right. So the key here is we are creating a block first to lock the size of the scrolling panes. Yeah. Where do I create the block? Should be from
That's right, toolbox.
toolbox, right? Okay. So you've got your block there. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna put the list inside the block. So what you need to do is you need to click the little three dots at the top left of the list. That way you can select the whole list and then drag the whole list and put it inside the block. So far so good, guys?
Yep.
All right, and then what we need to do is we need to specify the length of the rows per page of the list. So again, it's the same thing. You choose the list from the top corner and then go down to the properties, go down and until you see rows per page. And we put, what do you reckon? How many do we put?
Maybe 5,000 should be
5,000.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that way, the list won't go all over the page, but it will just stop at 5,000. No, actually, I'm wrong. The list will go through the page, but the block will make it all stays in the same page. So what you need to do for the rows per page is you have to put it at the maximum rows of data that you've got. So for example, if you have got 1,000 rows of data, then you put 1,000. If you got 500, then put 1,000. So you can get all the data items within the row. All right. So the next point is we need to put a CSS item. Do you know about CSS, Abby?
No, I just know.
That's very good. I don't know too. No, I'm kidding. CSS stands for Cascade Style Sheet. So it's the way HTML, when the beginning of HTML being created, we put all the styling sheet within the HTML page. But as HTML grows mature, they create a styling sheet. So style sheet is for all the displaying, for all the formatting. So it separates the HTML code from the styling sheet. So that's the purpose of CSS.
Okay, so I'm the new generation guy. I know only HTML.
Yeah, you're quite old, man. All right. So for this purpose of this exercise, we have got the CSS code here, which will be available on the comment or on the description of this YouTube video. So yeah, make sure you can download this. So because this is the key, or otherwise we'll let you know where to grab this code. Is that right, IP?
Yep, that's correct.
Right. So we just Control A and Control C to make sure we've got everything, and then this is the key is to put the HTML item from the toolbox into the beginning of the list. So you drag it and you put it between blocks and the list. Right, you've got an HTML item there.
Yep.
So you double click the HTML item and then you paste the code that we have given you. And then just click OK. Alright. So that's it. We've got the HTML item there. So what we need to do now is to be able to call that code within the class. So every single item in the report will have a class property. So say if you click on that, you have a class here. And what we need to do is we need to create those classes manually. Right. So far so good, Abby?
Yep.
Okay. So where do we go?
Page Explorer.
Page Explorer, and we go to class.
Yeah.
So this is all the standard classes, and what we need to do is we create another classes. Again, this is another separate code that we will supply you. We will create 3 specific classes here. So what you do just now is just copy that, and then on the local classes block, you click Control V. And there you go. That's all your 3 classes. Now for this exercise, we won't go through all of the class. We're just going to use the freeze column because we have a list, right? So for just ignore the freeze rows and freeze corner for the moment.
So the freeze corner and free rows will be used for the cross tab, is it?
Correct.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can use the same principle for cross tab.
All right, sure.
So let's go back to the report. Excuse me, guys. So what we need to do is to apply that class into the header. So there are two ways you can do it. Either you choose the header one by one by pressing the control button and click. So in this example, I put 3 of them. And then you go to the properties and then click on classes. You got the same view. So remove the standard class and you apply the class that we just created, the freeze column, because it's a column. Right, there you go. So you've got your slightly different color there. Now that's the first way. Second way, if you just apply the first one, and then you can do what you can do is you can make use of the pickup style button there.
That's very useful.
Yeah, so basically what we can use, this is another feature of Cognos to allow us to copy and paste a style, just like the copy and paste style in Excel.
Okay.
But then you can apply the same trick. So you just click one and then go to the last column and then shift click to choose everything and then apply the style. Bang!
That's easy.
That's all. So the last thing is we need to specify the size of the block so that the block can accommodate the sizings, right? So the way you do it is you click the block and then you can tell the properties will say block, and then we go to the size and overflow. That way you can define the size of the scrolling. What's the height you reckon?
Maybe put 14.
14, and then the width is
30.
30. I think that's a bit too long. We put 16, I think, before. We can change it later. But anyway,
Yeah.
And then make sure you choose this overflow option as use scroll bars only when necessary. That way you can see the scroll bars on the right hand side. Then click OK. Alright, did I do something wrong? Okay, that's a wrong measurement. Let's just click undo first, and then it has to be centimeter and not pixels, guys. Remember that, because pixel is very small and centimeter is wide. Okay, let's apply the same thing again. Voila. So that way you can see the size of the block. I would actually increase the width because, yeah, you're right, Abby. It's with 30 or?
Yeah, I think 20 should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all, and let's run this. There we go. We have a scroll bar on the right hand side, and then you can go scroll down.
That's good.
I think we achieved what we want to learn today. Alright, guys, I hope you learned something new. And if you want us to teach you something else, we are quite happy. In fact, we are really happy to hear some comments and just feedback so that we can improve and we can help you to learn some Cognos tricks. So just leave a comment down below on the YouTube channel that we have. And until then, I'll see you later and keep learning. See
Thank
ya.
you. Yeah.